The ending of Wednesday Season 2, Part 1, left us wondering about Wednesday's fate, but as we return to the highly anticipated second part, I'm happy to report that the girl's doing just fine, and is even ready to jump into the fray again. This episode explores many subplots, including those of Tyler, Pugsley, and Slurp, and even that of the mysterious woman Wednesday freed from captivity last season. I must admit, this long wait between parts has left me a bit lost because there's so much going on in the show. I feel like a weekly model might have actually done the show far better, something like The Summer I Turned Pretty. This episode also brings back a beloved character in the form of a spirit guide. We did wonder why she was at all the premieres, but it's nice to see Principal Weems back with her bleached hair and big smile. With that said, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 5. Episode 5 begins with Morticia reading Macbeth to Wednesday, and hoping it'll help her wake up. Soon after, Wednesday does wake up, but that's because she's now got a new spirit guide. Apparently, they're 13th cousins twice removed, whatever that means. It's public knowledge now that Fester, Tyler, and Slurp have disappeared since the debacle involving Wednesday's near-death experience at Willow Hill. Having Weems as her spirit guide is proof that Wednesday is not doing too well, apart from the scratches on her face and the band-aids in her hair, which are frankly way too distracting because we're so used to seeing her be perfect. She's also ready to walk into the Hyde's trap because she's eager to catch Tyler without fixing her relationship with Enid. Really, these two need to stop fighting. Judi finds herself in a difficult position because one of the patients from the Lois lab is still out and about, and she needs to make sure she's caught before the sheriff finds out about this secret basement facility. She's cleared the whole thing out, and she makes sure to let Wednesday know, because nobody's going to believe the latter. Wednesday also gets a surprise visit from Tyler at the hospital, which makes her realize that he's going straight for Enid now that Wednesday's awake. But she later learns from Isadora, who once had a Hyde boyfriend, that the Hydes start to wither away once their masters are gone. This means Tyler doesn't have long before he's dead if he goes on the way he's doing right now. When it comes to Bianca's mom, she's safe in the off-limits part of the school. Bianca tells Ajax a little bit about Morning Song, Gideon's cult, and how she realized he was grooming her to take on the role of her mother once she was old enough. Meanwhile, Dort is planning a parade for the Day of Remembrance, which coincides with Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, the Mexican festival that honors deceased loved ones. Of course, Morticia is hoping Wednesday will stop looking for the Hyde she's in love with, and there's an interesting, almost, interaction between her and Weems. At the same time, Enid finds herself more distant from Wednesday than ever. I mean, she's talking to ghosts, so she looks for solace in the nightshades. Of course, Ajax has a problem with this because Enid was never actually part of the group. As you can imagine, Agnes is everywhere and quickly finds out about the Nightshades reunion and tells Wednesday about it. Wednesday immediately decides to go along to the meeting and essentially hijack it. Her plan is to use Thornhill's potion to control Tyler, and she's now going to use her bestie Enid as bait. On the other hand, Francoise, Tyler's mother, visits Morticia and asks her for help finding Tyler. Morticia knows her daughter's in danger, and that Tyler will be going to Nevermore, so she strikes a deal with her old friend. If she takes Francoise to Tyler, the mother and son will leave Jericho for good. Tyler shows up during the parade, and things sets the plan in motion. Even with their plan in place, it's nearly impossible for Wednesday to inject a Hyde, that too Tyler, but when she's nearly there, Francoise shows up in her Hyde form and throws Tyler away. She nearly attacks Wednesday, but Morticia reminds her that they had an agreement. Mom and daughter are both appalled by each other's actions, but Morticia is certain that Francoise will keep her promise as a mother. I wonder if she'll be able to control Tyler, though. Meanwhile, Pugsley's worried about Slurp, while Gomez realizes that he and Morticia have been too focused on Wednesday. So he decides to take Pugsley out, also in the hope he forgets about the brain-eating zombie. The duo find themselves in Pilgrim World, where there's some appropriation of their culture going down. Of course, Gomez won't have any of it, but it's a good thing they were there because Slurp shows up. Pugsley and Isaac, i.e. and now talking and thinking Slurp, have an actual conversation. Isaac's been going around eating brains, and this causes chaos in Pilgrim World, but when he's nearly caught, he tells Pugsley that he was grateful for the chance he gave him, and he hopes to be free. Pugsley lets Slurp go and lies to Gomez, but Gomez sees Slurp and realizes he's Isaac. At the end of Wednesday episode 5, Isaac visits Judi and asks if she remembers him. Isaac will definitely kill Judi, because she and her father ruined his life by stealing his greatest invention, the Lois machine, and leaving him for dead. Guess he's been plotting his revenge for a long time, so she's the first person he's going for after he's nearly restored to regular form. I definitely feel like Capri's hiding something because she sees Enid turn into a werewolf on a night when there's no full moon. But I do think she's on the side of good, so let's see how things turn out.